Okie dokie, artichokes. Let's hop on into it. I literally drank a venti iced coffee before filming because I knew that I needed to be like hyper and energetic to keep your attention during this video because nobody likes to sit through boring things, okay? Hi guys, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Becca. Today I'm going to be talking with you a little bit about how to go through virtual sorority recruitment. Yay! I go to the University of Arkansas, so this is going to be really helpful if that's the school you're going to, but a lot of the tips I'm going to say are applicable to any school if you're doing fully or partially virtual sorority recruitment. So let's just hop on into it. So I asked you guys on my Instagram to ask me some questions, so make sure you're following me there if you're not. But they were a lot of the same kinds of things, so I decided to just compile them all and answer them all right here for you. I have my notebook because I'm ready. I took notes. I'm planned for this video. So one of the #1 questions I got from PNMs was, how do I stand out during virtual sorority recruitment? At the University of Arkansas, I think there's over 1,500 PNMs coming through, and so out of all of those women, how do you stand out? How do you differentiate yourself from them? That can be kind of hard. So first off is summer recruiting. So in case you did not know, all of the summer recruitment rules have been lifted because of the situation. They wanted to give us a chance to actually get to know each other a little bit better. And so this means a lot of great things for y'all. So first off, in terms of this, make sure your Instagram is public. If your Instagram is not public, you need to change that ASAP. I know there's some PNMs that have concerns about like privacy, or maybe your parents won't let you. Sit down, have a conversation with them and be like, hey y'all, I don't want to hurt my chances during sorority recruitment. Can I please go on public for like this next month, and once it's over I'll go private again. If somebody's debating reaching out to a girl, one of them's private, one of them's public, she's probably gonna reach out to the one that's public because she can kind of stalk her profile, see maybe what she's interested in, if they have things in common. In addition to making sure it's public, I would really make sure that it's a good representation of you. If you're one of those people that hasn't posted on Instagram in months, try and post like a couple times before recruitment starts, just so we can have an updated version of like who you are, what you're into, what are your hobbies, where do you spend your time doing. Because if your Instagram is reflecting who you were in 9th grade and not who you are now, that's not really going to help you at all. Another tip I have for summer recruitment and standing out is to make sure you're following all of the sorority members back. Any of them that follow you. I don't care if you're a legacy of a certain house, or you know, if you have friends in this certain house, or all these recommendations, it doesn't matter. Anything can happen during recruitment. Don't hurt yourself by not following people back. I hate for you guys to lose out on an opportunity to be in a house you love. You can always unfollow people after recruitment is over. On that note, it's gonna be really important to DM sorority members. A lot of sororities have set up like a summer recruiting system to DM PNMs and to reach out to PNMs and talk to them. I highly encourage you to interact with these women. This is going to be a great way for you to get to know them and kind of help you make a decision, but I'll talk about that later. But seriously, if a sorority member DMs you and you do not reply, or you send a rude response back, like I said, I don't care if you're a legacy to a certain house. I don't care how many friends you have or how many recommendations you have. This could actually end up being the house you like best. You'll be surprised. I think a lot of PNMs go into recruitment thinking they want one thing, but then by the end of it they realize they were completely wrong and they actually wanted something else. So don't go in with your mind set on anything, and don't go in with a bad rep in any way. I don't know why you would purposefully not reply or purposefully send a rude message. You're just hurting yourself in the long run. And if you are DMing these girls and having conversations with sorority members, don't be weird, don't be nervous, it's okay. It's just like any other normal friend. So have fun with that. Interact with the members that you are talking with, you know, comment on their posts, like their posts, swipe up on their stories. That's a great way to get yourself out there. If you do follow a member, maybe nobody from a certain sorority has reached out to you and you really are interested in that sorority, follow some of their members, swipe up on their stories and tell them like a little something like, haha, this was so funny, you know, something like that. Just to kind of get a conversation started. Don't be afraid to reach out, and don't be deterred or weirded out if sorority members do reach out to you. Okay, so that's how to stand out in terms of summer recruiting. Moving on, I'm going to talk about how to stand out actually during recruitment week, because this is what a lot of y'all are here for. Okay, so first thing is to have quality conversations, and this applies whether your recruitment is virtual or not. Quality conversations are really what set you apart. I made a whole video about conversation tips, so I would highly suggest going and watching that if you haven't. I'll put a little link thing. I don't know what side it comes out of, but and so having a quality conversation will help you in so many ways. I think, you know, there's only so much your resume can do, and there's only so much recommendation letters can do. It really comes down to those conversations that you're having. Specifically for virtual recruitment, a staged background is really going to benefit you. I don't know what Panhellenic is going to have you do. They might make you put up like a Zoom background. I don't know, but if they don't, making sure like the pillows behind you in your dorm are like set up nicely in a way, and it just putting in that effort to make sure it looks good will make a difference. It's better than it looking sloppy. So try and make sure your background isn't sloppy. And one thing I will say, if you are a funny person, like if you have a funny personality and you've always been like the class clown, it might be fun to do like a funny virtual background. Like I know you can do like some really funny ones that you find like online, so look at those and you can maybe do a fun Zoom virtual background. But if you're not like a naturally funny person, that might be a little odd. I don't know. Like I think about it this way, there's always girls during recruitment. Like majority of the women that go through recruitment wear like platform sandals, but then there's always like that one girl that's walking around in like Crocs, and the girl pulls them off. I am not that girl that can pull off Crocs, but she can. And so I think of it in like the same way. Like if you can pull off a funny Zoom virtual background, that would help you stand out for sure. But don't feel like you have to like go to the lengths of finding something. I really don't know what they're gonna do for that. I'm curious to see. The University of Arkansas has, at this point that I'm filming this, not released like the official plan yet for recruitment. They've only released like options. So I don't even know. Another way to stand out during actual recruitment is to calm down. I cannot tell you how many PNMs walk into the house or sit down to talk and are just so nervous, and it's so obvious, and that's okay. Everybody kind of expects you to be nervous, but because everybody is nervous, when somebody walks in and they're calm and cool and collected, that it really makes a difference and it really stands out. It kind of shows confidence in that way. And so, you know, figuring out how to calm yourself down whenever you're nervous and stressed out is really important. Practice talking with strangers. Take a few deep breaths before it starts. Don't be nervous if you have technical difficulties. I think we are all going to be expecting technical difficulties. So if it happens, like, it's not a big deal. It's not gonna hurt you. It happens. So don't be stressed out if that happens, but really try and just be chill. When you're calm, it kind of helps conversations just be more genuine and real, and it helps you get a better feel for the sorority and for the sorority to get a better feel for you. So don't freak out. It's just recruitment. We're moving into part 2 of the video, which is how to pick the right sorority. So I'm gonna stop for a second here and just say this disclaimer. Every sorority can be the right sorority. Obviously you want to make sure you're making a good decision and try and get a feel for it, but I genuinely believe that all of us would be lucky to be in any single Greek organization because they are all amazing. They all have great sisterhoods, great philanthropies, amazing leadership opportunities. Like, you will have a great time in any sorority. I think a lot of people get caught up in this idea. Coming out of high school, you know, you're coming out of this place where popularity is a big deal, and popularity meant success in a lot of ways. You know, it was like the most popular person got to be prom queen, the most popular person got to be like student body president and things like that. But in college, it's really not like that. Being in a certain sorority will not make you more popular, and being in a certain sorority will not make you more successful. It will not make you happier. They are all great, and I will stand by that till the day I die. So don't come into it with this like mindset of I need to make sure I end up in a good one, because they are all good ones. Okay, moving on from that little rant. How to make sure you're picking the one that is right for you. I'm literally the VP of PR and marketing for my sorority, so I understand and I know, but everything is curated. I mean, we know this about Instagram. Instagram is literally a highlight reel, y'all, for everybody, not just sororities. And so don't get caught up in this curation that you're seeing, especially in terms of these videos that you might be watching. So I think like during open party and philanthropy and things like that, you might be shown videos that the sorority made. But majority of the sororities are hiring videographers. And so if you get caught up in the coolness of these videos, and if you base your decisions based off of how cool the video was, you're actually picking the videographer that you like the best, not the sorority. So these videos are going to speak more to the skills of the videographers they hired than they do to the sorority. So really try your hardest to not get caught up in the curation. How to not get caught up in the curation is going to be really difficult, but try and pay attention to what the members are actually saying in these videos, the words that are coming out of their mouth, and try and look for like genuine things going on. There are probably going to be a lot of staged clips because of the circumstances, but really look for the personalities in the members. Really take these videos with a grain of salt. I think majority of your decisions in that first round are gonna have to come from other aspects than these open party videos. So a good way to make your decisions is to, I hate this, stalk Instagrams. I hate that this is what you have to do, but stalk the sorority's Instagram, look at the captions that they're writing, look at what members are commenting. In addition to that, look at the people they've tagged in their photos. Go click on those tags and stalk the members' Instagrams, look at their hobbies, try and follow along with them. I mean, just try and get to know them through their Instagrams to the best of your ability. But this leads me to my next point of relying on summer recruiting. Really take note of who has made an effort to reach out to you, who has made an effort to talk to you, who have you met this summer, what friends you might have in sororities from like high school and things like that, any conversations you've had with members. I would really try and base your opinions based on that. And if there's like a certain sorority that you're really interested in that hasn't reached out to you, it doesn't mean that they don't like you. Some sororities put in place, like I said earlier, systems to reach out to PNMs. Others didn't do that. And so if it's a sorority that maybe didn't have that system in place, that's why they're not reaching out to you. So feel free to follow a member and reach out to them. I think that'll help make your decision during recruitment a lot easier. And even just messaging them with like a good conversation starter. So asking them a question about recruitment, even if you know the answer, it could be a good conversation starter. Obviously they don't know you know the answer, so follow some members and swipe up on their story and start a conversation based on something they post, or like send them, like if they post something, send their post back to them and be like, oh my gosh, I love this, where's this at? You know, something like that. I think that's going to give you a more accurate representation of these organizations than any curated video or curated Instagram will. But also the videos are going to be cool and I'm really excited for them. And following that, I will just say you should want people who want you, and I really mean that. I think a lot of people get their heart broken during recruitment because they want to be in what they have been told by Greek Rank and the internet is the best, and it's not the best. There is no such thing as the best. There's only the best for you. And the best for you is somebody that wants you. You're meant to be somewhere where you are valued and where you are loved and appreciated for you and your personality. And you know what? That's not gonna be everywhere. So don't get your heart set on any organization. Don't get your heart set on becoming this one house because you're a legacy or you have friends, because I literally know a girl that was like a triple legacy to a certain house and didn't end up going that house. I personally went into recruitment thinking I was going to be a certain house, but I ended up not even liking them after open party. So you never know what's going to happen. I so wish that we could meet every single one of you and welcome every single one of you into our houses. Unfortunately, that's just not the circumstance. I think it's actually gonna be kind of fun because you guys won't have to like sweat walking around campus in the blazing heat for a full week. You'll just have to do it for like a couple days maybe. Lucky ducks. I'm so thrilled that so many of y'all are going through recruitment at the University of Arkansas and just going through recruitment all over the country. I'm a big believer in the sorority experience, and I know that even with all these restrictions, it's still gonna be worthwhile. I'm so excited for you guys. Honestly, I'm like thinking about all the new PNMs that are gonna come to Alpha Chi, and I'm just like really excited for it. I genuinely hope this video was like even a little bit helpful and gave you some ease. If y'all have questions, or you're scared, or you just need somebody to talk to about it, or you want to know more about Alpha Chi, I mean, feel free to reach out to me whenever. And I don't say that in a way because I want to recruit you. I say that in a way because I want you to find your home, and I want you to have a great college experience wherever that may be. And so if you need somebody to talk to, shoot me a DM. It might take me a minute to get back to you, but I'll try my best to answer. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure to like and subscribe and follow me on Instagram. Bye guys.